Everyone, and welcome to Art Talk 156. Today, we are highlighting Australian Aboriginal artist Chern'ee Sutton. Chern'ee comes from the Kalkadoon people in the Mount Isa area in Queensland, Australia. She takes her inspiration from the tales of her people and embraces themes of reconciliation, inclusion, sports, and charity. Her style of painting incorporates traditional Indigenous motifs presented in a fresh and harmonious manner. We're focusing on Sutton's work today, specifically because of this piece that she created called the 2023 FIFA World Cup, which has been used leading up to the tournament and will be used throughout the tournament in various ways. The FIFA Women's World Cup starts today and is being hosted by Australia and New Zealand. Sutton says, quote, "The main theme behind the piece is everyone coming together, uniting together. That's represented by the large community symbol in the center of the piece. There are smaller community symbols dotted around the outside, 6 of them in different colors, and they represent the different locations where the teams and players come from, the coast and rivers and lakes, the desert, the mountains, the cities, all different places, regions, locations from all around the world who will be traveling to Australia." Here are some of the coins made representing the tournament, and we could see her work is also highlighted on these with the patterns and colors similar to the previous painting. She's gifted when it comes to designing art that is unique to her style, celebrates Indigenous cultures, and also can be used to represent community events. She helped create and design the character Borobi. This colorful koala was the mascot to represent the 2018 Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast of Australia. Around the age of 13, she was struggling at school and trying to find where to fit in. With the encouragement of her teachers and family in both Bundaberg and Mount Isa in Queensland, she entered her first art competition with a painting she described as the balance with Mother Nature. She won the open category on her first try. She recalls that as the moment that sparked a passion for art, and she had a very creatively fruitful adolescence. At the age of 17 here, she was awarded Youth of the Year from NIDOC, which stands for National Aborigines and Islanders Day Observance Committee. Here's a large piece hanging at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the capital. Again, we see her signature style of patterns that use dots, lines, and shapes in specific patterns to honor and highlight her Indigenous roots. She said, "We are the oldest living culture on the planet, and we need to keep our stories, art, and language alive for future generations. There's much to be learned from Aboriginal culture. We were the first astronomers, miners, and chemists. We have lived in harmony with Mother Nature for over 65,000 years, nurturing our lands and sharing our culture." This piece exemplifies the history of Aboriginal people in Australia. Sutton has gained recognition and attention in her young life. Here's a picture of King Charles III, then still the Prince of Wales, with Sutton, admiring one of her pieces using the dot pattern of the Kalkadoon people. Designing artwork for sports is something that she has experience with. Here's a recent collaboration she did with Chern'ee Cycling for the Australian cycling team. Here's a beautiful piece of hers with this pattern that makes up Australia's national animal, of course, the kangaroo. Her use of color and the kind of the flow of the pattern give this piece movement. And it was actually featured on the right, you can see, in an LED light show for an Indigenous All-Stars rugby match in both the 2021 and 2022 seasons. We can even see under all the advertising logos, Sutton designed a pattern for Team 18's V8 Supercar for the V8 Supercar Indigenous Round, which kind of could be compared to NASCAR in the US. Sutton's paintings often depict Dreamtime stories, which are these sacred stories of the Aboriginal people. Her newest venture has been a yarning circle, and here we can see some of her yarning circle totem poles on the right that each feature a native animal. She wanted to create the yarning circle as a way for people to come together and share their stories in a safe space. Sutton is a passionate advocate for Indigenous rights and culture. She believes that art can be a powerful tool for social change. She's committed to using her art to promote understanding and respect between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians, and has already made great strides towards that, even though she's just 26 years old. I can't wait to see what she does next, and I hope you all enjoyed learning a little bit about Chern'ee Sutton. Thank you.